Hi, my name is Mike Peller, and I'm the assistant head for teaching and learning at the White Mountain School. And I have Dinah Gray with me, who is the director of dance. And in a moment, we want to share a video that came out of her class. And it's a great piece of work that was developed during the emergency remote learning plan that we put in place due to COVID-19. Before showing the video, though, I want to acknowledge that when we were making the decision to go to remote learning, there were some classes that I thought would be really difficult to do without kids on campus, and dance being one of them. So Dinah, can you just talk a little bit about how you thought about transitioning your class to a remote learning environment, and then give a little bit of context to this video that we're about to see?
Sure. This class is, the title of it is Introduction to Dance Technique and Improvisation. And so in the switch to remote learning, I sort of took some of the improvisation skills that we'd already been working on and moved it into a little bit of more of a composition focus, just because I thought it would lend itself better to us not being together in the studio. There was a dance film made several years ago by a dance filmmaker named Mitchell Rose, and it's called Exquisite Corps. So it's kind of a play on the surrealist art activities, Exquisite Corps, where you have multiple artists collaborating on a piece without seeing what the people before them had done. So he made this film with like 42 very, very famous choreographers. And I knew some other dance artists that were starting to, as we made this switch into remote learning, who were starting to use his piece as sort of a model. So I shared it with our students, and they really loved it. And so I kind of just floated the idea that maybe we could do something like this as well. And they also were very enthusiastic about that. So what it did was that it allowed us to all have say in a collaborative project but one in which people could create their pieces of it separate from each other. We talked about, we did some very rudimentary talking about frame and angle with camera work. We did some talk about site-specific dance so that they could be mindful about the place that they were choosing to record their section. Yeah, I think it ended up lending itself really well to being in different places. We talked about the transition that we wanted to make, and from one person's section to the next, and how sort of strict we wanted to be with what we prescribed. And we also were able to watch, because other institutions are doing similar things. There were things mostly by university dance departments who had done similar projects that we were also able to watch together and kind of critique those and choose elements of those that we liked and elements of those that we didn't like as much, to help to inform the students' choices as we went into this project.
Well, wonderful. Let's watch it right now.
Sure.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that video. I think it's a great example of how we can continue to do great work while we are remote. And Dana, I just want to thank you for creating such a great experience for the students. And the process was amazing, and the product is too. Thank you.
Thank you.